Within these sacred pages lie stories woven with moonlight, earth, and magic, the whispers of old spells, forgotten gods, and the living spirit of nature itself. Here, I, Pandora, will read to you from my magical Wiccan books. My book of shadows, my book of chakras, my book of tarot, and so on beyond. Join me, dear soul, as we step through the veil together and awaken the magic that lives within all things. Welcome to my magical realm. ESBATs are rituals held to honor and work with the energy of the moon, typically during the full moon, but sometimes at other lunar phases. They're moments to pause, reflect, release, and manifest, aligning your magic with the moon's rhythm. Whether you're celebrating alone or with others, ESBATs are a time to connect with intuition, gratitude, and personal growth. Welcome, wandering soul. I am Pandora, keeper of quiet stories, and tonight I bring you one woven from the silver threads of the waning moon. So find a cozy place, sit, breathe, and let the night wrap around you. Look up with me, high above, where the sky stretches like a dark velvet canvas. The moon is no longer full. Its edges have begun to soften, slimming into a delicate curve. This is the waning moon, the moon of release, reflection, and gentle endings. In the hush between night and dawn, when the world breathes slow and shadows dance with memories, the waning moon rises, veiled in silver and sorrow. We call this night an ESBAT, a sacred gathering under the moon. Unlike the great Sabbats of the Wheel of the Year, the ESBAT is personal, intimate. It is a meeting between witch and moon, between seeker and self. It is here that I, Pandora, witch of the earth and keeper of the ancient ways, begin my ESBATs. The waning moon, she is the healer and the banisher. Her light fades not from weakness but from wisdom. Some say this phase is when the moon exhales, letting go of what it no longer needs. And tonight, I want to share a story about someone who learned to do the same. Long ago, in a village carved into the side of a quiet mountain, there lived a girl named Lyra. Lyra carried a lantern everywhere she went, not because she feared the dark, but because she feared what she kept inside it. Inside Lyra's lantern were tiny motes of light, each one holding a memory she didn't want to face. A broken promise, a harsh word, a failure she replayed at night. She trapped them all, thinking that if she sealed them away, they would forget to trouble her. But lanterns grow heavy when they hold too much, and Lyra grew tired. One evening, after a day weighed down by her lantern, Lyra climbed the mountain trail. The sky above her was quiet, touched only by the thin glow of the moon, soft, slanted, and peaceful. Something about that moon seemed to whisper, "Come, wanting." So she did. She reached a clearing where the wind carried the scent of pine and cold stone. There, the waning moon shone just bright enough to reveal the truth she avoided for years. Lyra set the lantern down before her. It flicked anxiously as the memories inside sensed what she was about to do. She asked the moon, "Why do you grow smaller, only to return again?" The moon answered in a voice only the heart can hear, "Because even light must rest, and to rest we must release. Lyra looked at her lantern and realized she had spent her life doing the opposite, collecting every mistake, every worry, every shadow, as if carrying them made her stronger. But all it had done was dim her. So, with trembling hands, Lyra opened the lantern. One by one, the motes of life drifted upward, each glowing like a tiny memory returning to the sky. Some faded as soon as they touched the air. Others rose higher, joining the stars. As they left her, Lyra felt the heaviness loosen from her ribs, from her shoulders, from the deep aching place behind her sternum where old sorrow likes to hide. When the last mote disappeared, the lantern was empty, light as a sigh. Lyra whispered, "But what if I need them? What if letting them go makes me forget what they taught me?" The moon answered, "You do not lose the lesson when you release the weight." As Lyra stood beneath the waning moon, she noticed something extraordinary. Where the lantern had been heavy, it now felt warm. Where her heart had been crowded, there was space, clean, open, peaceful. The moon seemed to shrink a little more in the sky, but instead of looking weaker, it looked renewed, purposeful. Lyra understood. The moon didn't shrink because it was fading. It waned because it was preparing, making room for the next cycle, the next beginning, just as she would. Now, why share Lyra's story with you tonight? Because the waning moon is here again, and perhaps, just perhaps, you are carrying a lantern of your own. Maybe it holds old anxieties, old expectations, old versions of yourself you've outgrown. The waning moon invites you to open that lantern, even just a crack, and let something small drift away. Not everything at once, just one thing. A thought, a fear, a memory you've held in your fist for far too long. Let the night carry it off. Let the moon take it from your shoulders. Look up one more time. See the moon resting in its waning curve, not diminishing, transforming. And know that you too are allowed to release, to soften, to exhale. Thank you for joining me beneath the night sky. I am Pandora, and I will meet you again at the next turning of the moon. And that was tonight's mystical bedtime story, a tale woven from starlight whispers and dreams, reminding us that even in the quiet of night, magic lingers all around us. As you close your eyes tonight, let your mind wander through the world we just explored. Maybe you'll meet the same wandering spirits, or find your own secret doorway to wonder. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the little bell icon so you'll never miss another bedtime adventure beneath the stars. Also, visit Pandora's Rituals playlist to find some short, sweet rituals you can perform with me or on your own. Thank you for sharing this quiet moment with me. Until we meet again, drift softly, dream deeply, and remember, the night is never truly dark when your heart holds a little bit of magic.